As far as the Belgian designer is concerned, fashion is not fashion unless it's crazy, whimsical, and deeply imaginative. In the world of clothes, Walter van Beirendonck is often seen as an enfant terrible.
My way of working is very narrative, so I really like to tell stories. And that from day one, it was very clear that I wanted to work with collections which were telling something.
There are more than 450 pieces on display at Walter van Beirendonck's first retrospective exhibition. And although there are massive differences in terms of style, each piece stirs the senses.
This is in fact my fascination for the spiritual, but also for alien and this collection was called Welcome Little Stranger. I found it also very nice to welcome strangers in general.
Many of his collections have a cultural theme. Among his best-known work are the costumes worn by U2 on their 1990s Pop Mart tour. His career path is as unconventional as his designs. It began after graduation when he and some friends from the Antwerp Fashion Academy decided to show the world what they could do. The group, which included Dries van Noten and Anne de Meulemeester, was intent on making an international splash.
We literally hired a van and we went to London to show our work there. And it was a very practical decision, and now it looked almost like a big plan, but it was just like, let's do it. Let's go there. Let's rent 6 stands and be together on the fair.
The group became known as the Antwerp Six and gave Belgian fashion not just one, but half a dozen names. Collectively, they put Antwerp on the fashion design map. Dries van Noten and Anne de Meulemeester are now also major players in the industry. Van Beirendonck's fashion shows are legendary. He's received many awards for his art and is seen as the craziest of the six.
He's very unique for Walter that he really questions the boundaries of menswear, mixing elements of female wardrobe with a male wardrobe and seeing how far can I go until something becomes female.
He's extremely professional in his approach and rarely works less than 10 hours a day. Van Beirendonck designs 3 collections a year.
For me, anything can be an inspiration. And from that's also the way I'm thinking. I'm very open-minded. I want to experience a lot of things. And then it all gets into my head and in my books. And then I start to sketch it. And then I start to imagine how it could be. So in fact, everything is happening in my fantasy. And then I just put it on paper and I just make it.
However extravagant his creations, Van Beirendonck considers himself a designer for every man.
At the end, I'm really concerned about the product because it's also part of my thing. It's not that I'm making art. I feel like a fashion designer and I also want to make a product which can be worn.
He says his designs are not as crazy as is often claimed, but visitors to the exhibition can make up their own minds about that until February 2012.